My name is Janet McHugh. I'm the admissions officer for the Faculty of Medicine at Memorial University of Newfoundland. I basically am the forefront for applicants applying to the medical school. A lot of applicants come to visit me because we do one-on-one to talk about admissions. Basically, it's no way I can guarantee a spot in the medical school, as anyone would know. It's very competitive, but our office is there to help students along the way and to give the best advice we can. Well, Aboriginal students, I would have to go back and say it's not only Aboriginal students. Our admissions process has a holistic approach. So in our diversity statement, we look at Aboriginal people, rural students, and disadvantaged students. So Aboriginal students in our program applying, they will be looked at as with a rural student, a disadvantaged student, a student that, had no money, or first generation education and stuff like that. So everybody is sort of looked at for that area. So that's our holistic approach. So academically, we will look at academics, but we will also look at the way these academics happened.
Okay.
If a student had to work part-time, if they're from an isolated area, and things like that. So our admissions process is inclusive, not only for the Aboriginal people, but for everybody in the province here. And with the exception with the Aboriginal program, we do have 3 seats set aside.
Okay.
Applicants have to be competitive, and we have a nice applicant pool, about 15 this year.
Oh, wow.
For 3 spots. And besides, what they have to do in the pool is supply a letter of recommendation from their community, or a support letter, and they also have to write an essay as to what they can bring to the medical school and back to their community.
Okay.
So that's basically our admissions process. The age range is anything from high school onwards.
Okay.
So I sit down with high school students. Now we do have a MedQuest program, and Carolyn has the Aboriginal Health Initiative program. But a lot of students starting university come to see me. So the age groups right from starting of university right up until going to medical school, which you have to have a degree to apply to get in. Well, the aim of the program is to treat all applicants fairly and to ensure that everybody is looked at in a holistic manner and that we're looking at all parts of an application.
Okay.
So, like I've said, it's not only with the Aboriginal applicants, but all applicants who might have been disadvantaged some way. So we try to capture that, and we have a lot of things on our application for applicants to tell us about it. Well, I think it makes it excellence is that we don't look, basically our admissions process is we don't take applicants and we just look at an academic cutoff or an MCAT cutoff.
Right.
We will look at the whole applicant.
Okay.
So I can assure any applicant that is applying in the Newfoundland and Labrador group for sure that there will be somebody take your application. That if you don't have the 85 average or the 500 on the MCAT, that you're just not taken aside, that you are looked at.
Okay.
And we do take a lot of students. We have to determine if you're competitive academically because medicine is a rigorous program and we need to know that you can handle it. But there's a lot of ways for us to see that from the MCAT. Improvement is big. A lot of students sometimes from these small communities, the transition to go to university, it's big. So a lot of students maybe sometimes might have a rocky first year, but they've excelled otherwise and the committee will look at that. From our outcomes, and our outcomes, basically, our students do good.
Okay.
They do good in our programs, our residency programs, and they're well known throughout the world. Okay. So that's our success. From my perspective, Indigenous education is to educate not only for our Indigenous people when they come to our medical school, but to educate the whole medical school. The whole faculty about it. That, the Indigenous, when they bring it back to their communities and their healing and that, is all of us should be educated about it. The whole, medical students, staff, faculty, everybody should have a hands on this. My vision would be as, basically to have Indigenous students go back with rural students. It's $1 million question for all of us to handle. To go back to their communities and have more healthcare and related activities back into communities, and which Carolyn is doing now with regards to the Goose Bay and things like that, is and educating people back there that you can do this. You can do medicine, and we're here to help and advise you, and please come forward, because our office, the admissions office, I always get students come in, and the rural students, Aboriginal students, and say, I don't have an 80 average. Okay, you don't. Let's see what you got. And, this is what you should do and go do. Now, I can't guarantee you, but if you're doing this, I can help you along the way. So I like to get those students into the program and, coach them to help them along the way. Now, that's for every student, urban students, any student in the program. But, I really do, for disadvantaged students and Aboriginal populations, and that has been one of my goals in the admissions office. Well, basically our office we have our website that's very developed. We have brochures and everything. But in my opinion, too, it's not only high school students we should be after. We should go right to the elementary schools.
Okay.
Start from there. Start from kindergarten, grade 5, have presentations as early as that, with a fun thing.
Right.
Then in high school, but try to bring the students together, because I do think you've got to start before high school. And that would be my goal, is if we can get somebody to along with Carolyn with our program and everything, and she's doing a wonderful job with that, is that even if through admissions, we can have that going on too.